Boy, where do you start with Jim and Connie? You know, they're a matriarch and patriarch couple.
Jim and Connie are two of the most extraordinary individuals you will ever meet.
Both my grandparents have been incredibly supportive and generous, and they have such a kind heart, and they want to help.
My parents come from small families. My dad was an only child and my mom was one of two. And somehow together they decided to create a clan. So they do have 6 kids and a bunch of grandkids, and I think our family reunions now number 32 just out of their direct children and their children's children, and it's an awful lot of fun.
Jim traveled all the time. So Jim was gone during the week, and then on the weekend, the girls were gone all the time. And Jim said, I want to be with my family on weekends. He said, we're going to go look and find a cottage, and we're going to spend weekends together.
We've been coming here since I was born, so I remember being with my aunts and uncles and learning how to water ski, and just it's such a wonderful family place. All of my happiest memories were at Findlay Lake with my family.
Happiest days of my life were that little family cabin, which has now become a bigger family cabin, and my parents basically dedicated all of those weekends to raising us as a little Brown family clan. My parents, pretty bold people, I'd say. You know, they're very grounded in their hometown ways, no matter where they live, but they've always done big things. They've been very aspirational for the family, for their work, for their community. I have admired them since I was old enough to understand that concept.
You know, I think one of the things that helped Jim is he grew up in a little town in Indiana, Hammond, Indiana, and his friends were of all colors, all religions. It's just a melting pot kind of place. He didn't think of himself as special. And his parents were wonderful, wonderful people, but they didn't make him feel like he was better than anybody else.
And my dad was always a business guy, very commercially driven, loved to grow businesses, and he did that for years in a variety of capacities. But they really found their sweet spot when they bought this company that they made their own down in Piqua, Ohio. And that was in the aviation business, which for my dad was a homecoming, having been a naval fighter pilot. And it was also a homecoming for my mom because she was so supportive of his flying in the Navy and really quite proud of him for getting his wings, that this seemed like a perfect way to spend their remaining work years together. And they did an incredible job running this company in sort of a chairman and first lady role. My parents, having had these children, were so happy the day they had their first grandchild, and that was Casey Bryant. And she fulfilled grandparents' dreams. She was adorable and outgoing and a little athlete waiting to emerge. And then she was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, which was devastating.
Casey was 3.5 years old when she was diagnosed. We did everything we could to have Casey have the best life she possibly can.
It's a disease that you have to tend to every single day. So I've been taking medicine since I was diagnosed and have been doing treatments and seeing doctors, and I've been able to live a wonderful life. But CF is a daily part of the way I have to manage my life.
Jim and Connie's granddaughter, Casey, is one of those grandchildren who hold a very, very special place in their heart, and throughout her life has faced a very challenging disease with grace and dignity and determination. I know she has been their inspiring force.
Jim and Connie Brown became very involved with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, with the School of Medicine, and with Rainbow in the mission to better the lives of patients with CF and to cure the disease. And they've done a number of good things here for us that have made Rainbow a real destination place for the care and research of cystic fibrosis. Their gifts have enabled us to be innovative in the approaches that we use here.
Now, thanks to the support of individuals like Jim and Connie and the expertise of amazingly dedicated scientists and physicians, babies who are diagnosed with cystic fibrosis can go on to live a very active, full life.
The University Hospitals has one of the longest standing CF programs in the entire world. And thanks to the generosity and the support of Connie and Jim, we're able to continue that mission into the future, which is to make certain that we're going to be doing the type of groundbreaking research that may ultimately find a cure for CF.
My parents' desire to support this hospital has gone so far past the pure medicine. It's become a community of support. So in the end, you need a few things in your life. You need a family, you might need a church, and somewhere along the line you need a really good hospital. And if you have those things, then you're blessed. And I think my parents know that.